Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of DNA, the molecule that carries the instructions for all living things. From the smallest bacteria to the largest mammals, DNA is the blueprint of life, guiding everything from how we look to how our bodies function. So, what exactly is DNA, and how does it work? Let's find out. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. It's a long, complex molecule found in almost every cell of living organisms. Think of it as the instruction manual that tells cells how to grow, develop, and function. If you were to stretch out the DNA from a single cell, it would be about 2 meters long. Yet, it's tightly packed into structures called chromosomes, which are located in the cell's nucleus. DNA is made up of smaller units called nucleotides, which are composed of 3 parts: a sugar molecule, a phosphate group, and a nitrogenous base. The sequence of these nucleotides forms the genetic code that determines everything about an organism. The structure of DNA. To understand DNA, let's look at its iconic double-helix structure. Imagine a twisted ladder, where the sides of the ladder are made up of sugar and phosphate molecules, and the rungs are pairs of nitrogenous bases. There are 4 types of nitrogenous bases: adenine, A, thymine, T, cytosine, C, and guanine, G. These bases pair up in a specific way. Adenine always pairs with thymine, and cytosine pairs with guanine. This complementary base pairing is crucial because it allows DNA to replicate accurately, ensuring that genetic information is passed down from one generation to the next. DNA replication. Speaking of replication, let's see how DNA copies itself. During cell division, DNA needs to make an exact copy of itself so that each new cell receives a full set of instructions. The double helix unzips, and each strand serves as a template for a new, complementary strand. Enzymes called DNA polymerases help add the correct nucleotides to form the new strands. This process ensures that the genetic code is faithfully replicated. Genes and genetic code. Now that we understand the structure and replication of DNA, let's talk about genes. Genes are specific sequences of DNA that contain the instructions to make proteins, which are the building blocks of our bodies. These proteins carry out essential functions, like forming tissues, enzymes, and hormones. In a way, genes are like sentences written in the language of the genetic code. The genetic code is universal, meaning the same DNA sequence will code for the same protein in almost all living organisms. This is one of the reasons why scientists can use bacteria to produce insulin or other proteins that are naturally found in humans. DNA mutations and variations. Sometimes, there are mistakes in the DNA sequence. These are called mutations. While most mutations are harmless, some can lead to changes in the protein that a gene codes for, potentially causing genetic disorders. However, not all variations in DNA are bad. In fact, variations in our DNA make each of us unique, influencing our traits like eye color, height, and even how we respond to certain medications. The role of DNA in evolution. DNA also plays a critical role in evolution. Over long periods of time, small changes or mutations in DNA can accumulate, leading to new traits. If these traits are beneficial, they may increase an organism's chances of survival and reproduction. This process, known as natural selection, drives evolution. By studying DNA, scientists can trace the evolutionary relationships between different species and understand how life on Earth has evolved over millions of years. Practical uses of DNA today. Our understanding of DNA has led to groundbreaking advances in science and medicine. DNA sequencing, which involves reading the exact order of nucleotides in DNA, has allowed us to map entire genomes, including the human genome. This knowledge has led to the development of genetic testing, personalized medicine, and even gene therapy, which aims to treat genetic disorders by correcting faulty genes. Additionally, DNA is used in forensics to identify individuals, in agriculture to improve crops, and in research to study diseases. Conclusion: as we've seen, DNA is the fundamental building block of life. It stores the information that makes each species, and even each individual, unique. From guiding the development of a single cell to influencing the course of evolution, DNA is truly the blueprint of life. And as our understanding of DNA continues to grow, so does our potential to unlock new and exciting possibilities. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world of science. See you next time.